Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now today we're looking at those people who are in long distance relationships with your Filipina, or you're even thinking about getting into a long distance relationship with a Filipina and you haven't actually met the Filipina at this stage. And we're looking at how long will your Filipina wait for you before she decides that she wants to chase somebody else. Now, for those that have been watching this channel for some time, you would have seen in all my videos I tell people to take their time and not to hurry things, so you can get to know your Filipina. And that's still very true, but there are time limits to this, which I'll explain shortly. And while I'm thinking about it, be sure to check out my Philippines relationship playlist on my YouTube channel. We've just hit 100 videos in that playlist, so plenty for everybody there. So go back and check them all out. But for now, let's go on with the video and find out exactly what I mean when I say how long will a Filipina wait for you in your long distance relationship. So let me start off by saying, when I say take your time, I do mean take your time to get to know your Filipina. Speak with her every day on video chat. Find out how her day was. Find out what she's doing, how her work's going, how her family is, all those things you would generally ask. Do that every day to get to know your Filipina more. Watch her body language to make sure that she's being genuine and honest with you and she's not hiding things. And you'll get a good feel for her over a period of time. But when you're in a long distance relationship, you've got to set plans so you can meet each other. I've heard of people who are in a long distance relationship with Filipinas and they're saying this is my girlfriend, but they haven't met each other in 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Now, anyone who's in a long distance relationship and you haven't met in 2 or 3 years and you're still waiting for that first meeting, then I give that Filipina so much credit for hanging in there that long. Really, seems like there's a lot of empty promises that would have gone along with that, and her waiting and waiting is really unfair. And who could blame her if she's out there and she's playing around with other guys or seeing other guys or trying to meet other guys, and then the Western fella finds out, oh, she's been talking to other guys, and then she's the worst in the world. There's always two sides to every story, and to make a Filipina wait 2 or 3 years before you even meet her is ridiculous. Really, the way a long distance relationship should go, in my opinion, is that once you meet online, you do all the work online for probably 3, 4, maybe up to 6 months. So you're talking to each other, you're getting to know each other, and if you feel like there's a chance that this relationship could actually go further, so when we say go further, possibly marriage down the track, then you've got to make plans to go and meet each other in person. Now, I know with me, I went over there initially for 8 days and I met my wife at that time just for 8 days, just to get a feel about her. I'd been speaking to her on the computer, via video chat for a good 4, 5, 6 months. And I thought it was then time to go over and see how we got on. And that 8 days was very good. We got on quite well. But it still didn't mean that that was the end of it, that I could leave it now another 12 months before I went back. So I came back to Australia and then I went back to the Philippines 3 months later, where I spent 3 weeks over there with her. And that was what really cemented it for me, and I knew she was the right one. And I'm sure it did a lot for her too, because she knew I was interested in her and I wanted to be with her, and I'd taken the time and effort to go and meet her and be with her, not just once, but twice. And of course, during that time, we'd spoken about plans moving forward, which gives her the incentive to say, well, I will wait for this guy. He's the right guy. And same for me as well. It gave me the incentive to say, well, you know, this is the one I want to be with. But seriously, if you're a guy who's got an online relationship or a long distance relationship with a Filipina and you haven't gone to see her and it's been longer than 12 months since you first started this online dating relationship, then don't blame her if she runs off with somebody else or is trying to find somebody else online, because she wants some sort of commitment as well, and she has time limits as well. She's not going to wait forever for you and then you end up just disappointing her in the end. You know, she's a lot smarter than that. So give her credit and do the right thing is my advice. Now, the fact is that Filipinas do want to be in a committed relationship, and they want you to commit as well. They don't want to be left waiting or wondering. So once you've met her at least once or twice, then you might be thinking about cementing that relationship, and it could mean getting married, engaged, whatever the case may be, or moving to the Philippines to be with her, to be together. Now, that doesn't have to mean that you're living in the same house straight away. Maybe you want to live in the neighbourhood and get to know each other a little bit more that way before you move in together. Or perhaps, you know, you feel so strongly that you want to move in together and be together in the Philippines, or you may want to bring her to your country and she might be happy with that. And you start the proceedings for the visas to get her to your country, whichever country that may be. As in my case, I did that with my wife. She originally came out here on a tourist visa because I wanted to see how she got on here in Australia, that if she would fit in here okay, if she felt comfortable here, and of course if she was comfortable living here with me in Australia. And once that worked out well, we got married here in Australia. We got the appropriate visa for the partner visa, and she's never been home since. So, and that was 6 years ago when she first came here, nearly 6.5 years ago, in fact. So what I'm saying here, guys, is yes, take your time to get to know your Filipina, but do not leave it for longer than a year before you go over and actually meet her. And get on the same page, have set plans so you both got things to look forward to, and you're both happy about the way the relationship is going. Otherwise, if you fail to do those things, don't blame her when she's looking for somebody else who might be more serious. As I say, Filipinas do want a commitment, and they really want to be in a committed relationship. So who can blame them if you're not giving them what they need if they move on? Okay, guys, that's the video for today. So if you have your comments, leave them below. I'd like to hear what you've got to say about this, but of course be respectful as always. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, and of course subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to get more videos, and share the video around to all your networks and people who may enjoy this type of video. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I appreciate your support. Take care, and bye for now.